Two brothers who lost their father to COVID-19 while he was in a Brooklyn nursing home are criticizing Governor Cuomo's directives. They also lost 5 relatives the same week, with 4 dying from COVID-19. 3 of those, they say, from nursing home exposure. I spoke with one of those brothers tonight about what his family has had to endure. Tell me about your dad and what happened.
My dad was 89 years old. He was going through some health issues, and he was in the hospital, back to the nursing home for rehab. He fell, he slipped 3 discs. We brought him to the hospital. Then he had to go to the nursing home for rehab. On March 24th, we were told that the state was coming out with a mandate they were forcing the nursing homes to accept COVID positive patients. So on March 25th, we started the process of trying to remove our father from the nursing home, who was ailing and needed care. It was a horrific, difficult experience. He had bed sore and he had an infection, so we were not able to remove him on the 25th. It took us 7 days. Remove him. We removed him. Luckily for us, not most other families, we got our father home, and he passed away shortly after. And the day after he passed away, his COVID positive test came back. It was extremely difficult for any family.
Peter, what are your greatest frustrations with the process and having access to good care for your dad and getting him finally home?
We were in the middle of a pandemic, and we knew not much about the virus, and everybody was scared for their lives. In the nursing home, outside the nursing home, and it was the first time in America that if you were sick and you wanted to stay alive, you don't go to the hospital.
Why are you speaking out now?
The reason we're speaking out then and now is because we knew that the governor put an order in place on March 25th that defied logic, defied common sense, and defied any healthcare professional or scientist that I've ever encountered in 10 months to send 9,000 COVID positive hospital patients back into nursing homes on March 25th. It was in place for 6 weeks to May 10th. The governor defended it for an entire 6 weeks. That was the right thing to do. And in March, we did not know a lot about the virus. But what we did know is that if you over 65 and you had underlying conditions, it was fatal. And knowing that fact, and that's the one fact that we knew in March, knowing that, how do you send positive discharge hospital patients back into a facility that's filled with our most vulnerable?
The governor did come out today amid mounting criticism that he did not disclose deaths and information early in the pandemic. He said today that that information was public and that it was accurately reported, but he acknowledged that there were delays in providing the data. Some are calling for his emergency powers to be revoked. Given what you have been through, what do you think should happen?
The governor has succeeded in making this a political issue. I'm a Democrat. I voted for him. I've publicly asked for an apology. I've asked for him to call me. I've invited him to my father's house. Why can't we have an investigation that has subpoena power? What were the origins of this directive?
Peter, the governor said today that we have to learn from what has happened and correct it before we have what he says will be another surge. What have you learned, and what is your message, not just to the governor of New York, but to governors and leaders in political power across this country as the pandemic continues?
Science does not lie. I want to see healthcare professionals. I want to see panels. I want to see people making decisions based on numbers, not based on opinions. We needed empathy from the governor. We got deflection. We needed an apology. We were called operatives. We needed the truth. We got dishonesty. I would just say the truth is the truth, and that's what we need.
Peter, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And Peter and his family have lost, as I said, in addition to his father, several family members during the pandemic. And there are so many people at home tonight who have lost loved ones in the last year due to COVID-19. So our thoughts certainly with anyone who has lost someone that they love. I do want to mention we reached out to Governor Andrew Cuomo tonight to come on News Nation for an interview. He did not respond. Rob?